We'll see how it sounds. I don't want to do any mics or anything yet. I just want to use this.
Try to cover your butt up.
I'm just experimenting with how it sounds and how it looks and everything. So when I'm working on something, I'll have that, then I'll have it come closer. It'll do a close up of the strings. So I have to stop, just like what I do with the car. I'll have to stop what I'm doing at some point, bring it closer.
What did she just pick up and eat? Literally just picked up something and she's crunching it in her mouth and ate it.
I have no idea.
Great.
I vacuumed in here. What the hell? Maybe it was a bug. Hey, where's your love? I need to know, where's your love gone? Been wandering around down all day, looking for a sign. Okay. Yeah, baby, baby, baby.
Burner's hot on the stove, don't touch it.
Ooh, baby, baby, I know you're in my love. Every time I see you walking down, I've been looking all over, can't seem to find you running down. Hey, 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 hey. I can't seem to find you, looking all over the sea, running wild, running wild, yeah, running wild. Let's try this. Playing around with the lighting a little bit. I think it's about ready for some new strings. I hope you're enjoying this format, guys. I'm just trying to keep it simple, and I've wanted to do a music channel for a long time. I've been playing with music. I got my first guitar when I was 14, I think, 15 maybe, and I've always, since that point, I've always played guitar, and I've sung and play guitar, keyboards, lots of stuff. I've been in a lot of different music projects over the years. I would say, not professional, not successful, just local, kind of, making music with your friends, jamming, playing a couple shows here and there over the years. We got pretty serious a few times, but never really had any success with it. We all had jobs and families and stuff, and you gotta be at the right place at the right time and all that. It's like lightning strike, but all these years later, I still love it. I probably haven't really done anything with music in about a year. I pick this up every once in a while, but it's probably been about a year since I've actually done anything. So I just started, I don't know, the last couple weeks I really started getting the itch to make music again. And I wanted to do a format where I could kind of start at the real simple, basic form of it, which is, to me, the most simplest form of making music is a guitar or a cello or a violin or a piano, some sort of instrument, acoustic type instrument, string instrument, and the natural voice, and no processing. Everything's just basically organic as possible. That doesn't mean I don't like synthesizers. I love synthesizers, I love keyboards, I love piano, I love strings, I love all that stuff. I love recording, and I'm excited to build this channel, and all of that's going to come into play as we build from scratch. So I'm basically starting with the bare minimum, me and a guitar and a room, and I want to experiment with all kinds of stuff, all different types of music and sounds and recording and instruments and locations. But this is the beginning. I've been trying to figure out a way to start, and I was going to take the carpet out and paint and put a new window in and put up soundproofing and do all that stuff, and I was like, by the time I get all that done, it's going to be, I might lose focus, or it might get distracted or delayed. I just want to start, and hopefully that will create the momentum to keep me pushing forward, to keep pushing forward, keep learning more chords and getting better with my fingers. It's like anything. You got to exercise and you got to practice and you got to get better. Now I've played guitar for a long time, but I never really was super technical, or I didn't really play leads or anything real technical. I kept it pretty simple over the years. But I like to play guitar, I like to sing, I like to play keyboards and all kinds of stuff. So hopefully you'll come along for the journey. And I'm going to try to start with the idea is I get inspired just by picking the guitar up and starting to sing. I may not know what I'm going to play, and I might not know what I'm going to sing. I don't know what I'm going to play, and I don't know what I'm going to sing probably 99% of the time. It just comes out and improvise. So a lot of it's going to be improvising, and I want you guys to see that process because I think it's interesting to understand where a song comes from. It's really, I've watched a lot of interviews with artists over the years, and recently the Beatles documentary came out and a bunch of others, and more these guys are saying, you used to think, wow, these guys are it's just coming out like magic, but it is magical. But it is possible for anyone to do it as long as you can kind of get into that zone. And it's all about practice. And the more you practice, the more you get into the zone, the more you're, not afraid or worried. You just play from the heart. And it can be the most simplest thing, just a simple chord. Almost every song in the world that's ever been written was written with these basic chords. G, C, D. Those three chords are probably the most common, I would say. Then you've got A, and there's minors and majors in all of those, and C, E, F, B, and there's all kinds of variations all up and down the neck and the scale, and there is so much that you can tap into on this instrument. It's absolutely amazing, and I'm hoping to tap into more of that. I want to push myself to learn more. I want to challenge myself, just like with working with the cars and the restorations. It's time. I feel like over the years I tried hard. I pushed myself. I tried a bunch of different styles, and I learned a lot, but there's a lot more to learn, and I want to try to tap into that. But I also want to keep it simple and try to just tap into that primal beat that we have in us, and just try to not overcomplicate it and just try to tap into that, just stuff like that. You see, it's messy, it's out of time, it's choppy, but there's something there. You know what I'm saying? Like, every song that you've ever heard will typically start off something like that, where it's just kind of a raw feeling, All you have to do is just hit a chord, try to tap into it. And that's my goal. I'm just going to try to do that as much as possible, and we're going to experiment with different instruments, different microphones, different locations, all kinds of stuff. So yeah, this is just a room in my house with that needs to be painted and cleaned up. We need a new carpet, we need a new window and all that stuff. And the window is old, so you'll probably hear noise from outside. There is a little bit of a reverb in here because there's nothing in here, so that's kind of cool. Ha, hey, you can kind of hear it. Ha! So that's kind of neat to have that little bit of reverb. The carpet kind of helps soften it a little bit. I'm going to experiment with different areas in the room, but I like this spot right here. It feels pretty cool. And I got 2 dogs, and You'll probably hear them, but I'm just gonna I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna try to make it sound like some studio produced sound until later. Like, I want to go through the process with you guys, and I want you to give me feedback. You know, maybe try this chord, maybe try that chord, maybe try this lyric. You know, I want you guys to be. I want you to interact with it if you want. Leave a comment below and tell me what you think. And you know, I think maybe we'll take it through a few stages. Like, maybe, you know, if I hit on to something and you guys like it, or if I listen back to it and I'm like, oh, there's something there, then I can maybe the next video or the next episode will be a follow-up on that song, taking it to the next level, and see how far we can take it, and maybe record it with microphones and add drums and all that stuff. So I think it'll be kind of cool. We'll just start in the raw, you know, CT in the raw, the rocking chair sessions. This chair is surprisingly comfortable. I haven't really sat in it. We picked it up last year. Somebody put it on the curb, and it's really comfortable. It's probably 100 years old. Feels like it's got a little soul in it, so I'm digging it. Yeah, so I'm gonna do my best to keep making it look as good as possible, sound as good as possible. This one might kind of be a little raw, but you know, we'll keep trying different instruments and just taking it to the next level over time. And hopefully, who knows, maybe one of these songs will strike a chord, and maybe it'll become some sort of you know, a song that you enjoy listening to, hopefully, you know. So that's something we kind of tapped into this morning. I think in some point there I said Running Wild. So maybe we'll call this one Running Wild. And, you know, maybe it'll turn into something, maybe it won't. But, and sometimes I've noticed when I write a song, or when I'm working with the band or whatever, you know, it's a spark. It's improvising. It's just a feeling, and you kind of run with it. I tend to write things that are a little more moody and melodic, but I also want to do some stuff like that other thing we were hitting on earlier, more kind of groovy, like. So that's another one, and it's kind of cool, it's kind of funky and groovy, and I'd like to, you know, I just came up with that earlier. I come up with stuff like that all the time, and I've always wanted to have a platform to record them and express them and try to take them to the next level. So hopefully we can do that here. Oh yeah! I mean, I'm talking about in the raw, guys. This is raw. This is real. This isn't put on. This is me just coming up with stuff, top of my head. And that's how a song is created. You have to explore all the different avenues And you might not end up doing anything with that, or maybe you'll take a little piece of that and it'll end up being another part of another song or something. But you have to explore those things. Ooh, yeah. I got away. Some stuff works, some stuff doesn't. You can hear the vocal melody. Ooh, yeah. You hear a bass line. Got a whistle fine, I know you're mine. It's a lie, I can wait. No, yeah, yeah. So there's something there. I could go back and listen to that and watch it, and then maybe that'll evolve into something. I like it. It's kind of cool. You like it, Eldo? I can hear these different melodies happening to kind of enhance it, but you could also just play it acoustically and keep it simple. I gotta work on my tempo, I gotta work on my swing and my groove and all that stuff. I'm pretty rusty right now, guys. But just like anything, the more you practice, the better you get. Ooh, come on. Ooh, I know you're right. I feel like going, so yeah, there's something there. And sometimes when you're playing, you might end up playing a chord that sounds familiar, like it's a popular song or something. It happens all the time. I mean, every chord has been played in many different ways, so. But you can make it your own. I'm sure somebody's done that before. Kind of sounds familiar, but. What notes are those? That's A. What note is that? keep it simple. I'm gonna try to share the raw idea with you guys, and then hopefully, you know, over the next week or a few weeks, one of those ideas will become a complete song. Sometimes, for me anyway, when I'm playing the guitar, I might have 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 different ideas that come out. They just kind of flow through you, and some of those ideas might be good, some of them might be bad, some of them might be terrible. But you kind of just have to let it out. Yeah, you got to go through it, and then you pick out the good stuff, the stuff that feels right, and you try to work on that, and that's what we're gonna do. So. And we'll probably do a cover every once in a while. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do this every day or once a week. I think I might do it every day. I'm gonna try to keep the videos around 10 or 15 minutes, but it'll just vary. It'll just depend on exactly what's happening, obviously. There's gonna be days when I have no ideas or don't want to play. There's gonna be days when I have a lot of ideas, and hopefully out of all of that we'll get something cool. G and C, man, I love those chords. I haven't really sang in over a year or two, so I'm just trying to get everything, knock the rust off everything. Yeah, I'm gonna knock the rust off, gonna shake it wide, gonna be free. Yeah, I'm gonna knock the rust off, gonna try and be free. Gonna knock the rust off. I don't really know how to pick that well. I've never really thought about it. I just kind of did it. I'm sure there's a technique to it I gotta learn, but hey, yeah. Why not? Why not just try it? Why not? Why not just try it, yeah. Life's too short, time passes by. You and me. You and me, yeah. You and me. Trying to go through all the different ranges and find my sweet spot, you know. It's gonna be a few weeks before I get my vocals kind of back into shape. It's been a little while. And my fingers, and this guitar is pretty hard to play. It's got the the action's not that great and the strings are pretty rough. But it's good practice because when you go play a guitar that's a little nicer, or a little easier to play, it'll be a lot better. It's like boot camp kind of. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to turn the camera on every time I'm playing the guitar. That way if something special happens, I have it on video and can share it with you guys. But it's going to be hard because sometimes, you know, I could literally sit here and jam for an hour or two. Just doing all kinds of, you know, scales and finger exercises and experimenting with different chords. Like I said, I'm rusty right now, guys, so. When I play electric guitar, I use a pick. When I play acoustic, I just kind of use my hand, I guess, and experiment with picking and slapping and doing different stuff. I'm pretty sure the fingernail was the original pick. I'm not the greatest guitar player by any means. Pretty average, I guess. And probably same with lyrics and vocals, but maybe something cool will happen. I don't know. Maybe something magical will happen. I think if we keep trying and keep experimenting, it's possible that something can happen. And I think what's going to help motivate me is the energy coming from you guys. So the comments, the likes, subscribing, that's going to help propel this. Not that I have to have that to do it. I'm motivated to make music without it, but I just thought it would be a cool way to go on this journey with you guys. So I appreciate it. I'm going to try to keep taking it to the next level and keep bringing you guys something entertaining to watch and to engage in, and kind of refine and sculpt the process, I guess, and the formula and the consistency of the content as we go. This is pretty raw. This is really raw. I'm just trying to keep it real for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. This is just the beginning. Stick around. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. See you guys.